sometimes just have to go with what you
Accept
believe
your
in.
flaws. We are not perfect. No one is
So,
perfect.
don't forget the values
If
that
you
you
feel
given.
Think it, actualizing. What's the best way of starting the year if not to think and actualize it? Happy New Year to you all, and my guest today is the person who's common with that phrase. Think it, actualize it. With me today is the author of the book I've been mentioning, Think It, Actualize It, Mr. Sisco Hachilonde. Happy New Year, sir.
Happy New Year to you too.
Welcome to 2025.
Thank you so much. It's great that we've made it this far.
Yeah. No, I'm so excited having you as my first guest this year. You know, I think this is the year of actualizing our dreams. We've been thinking about them for so long. It's time now to, just actualize it. So, but what comes to your mind? What was the motivation behind your book, Think It, Actualize It? I think let's start with that.
Okay, the motivation is no motivation, I would say so. It's a hope I never got, and I managed to do some certain things which I thought I should be able to put it in writing and be an example to somebody out there. And many people are not where they're supposed to be, not because they cannot get there, it's because they've never seen somebody do it. So I thought if I could put my thoughts into action and actualize them, I believe somebody out there can read through my story and the interviews I conducted with others that have brought their thoughts and made them into things, tangible things. They can also do it. Yes.
Think it, actualize it. One thing I've come to understand is in Zambia, when we talk of talents, just starting with our parents, their understanding of talent, it's either you're a musician or footballer. So with you, was there a challenge, or did you get the support from the beginning from everyone around you when you told them, I think my God-given talent is writing?
Okay, to be honest, when I shared the idea that I'm writing a book, especially to my close friends, they laughed at me. Like, Sisco, can you write? What can you write? You're getting, right? Yeah. Then there are those that supported me, I would actually say, my other friends, but it was a tough journey, I would say. So you get discouragement, like people would look at you, what can come out of you? You're getting, right? So I decided not to share. When I told a few people that I'm writing a book, they're like, no, you can't write. Then I decided, let me just do the work in silence, because I would rather you judge my results, not my process. Yeah.
So are you agreeing with a term or phrase? People say the more you talk about your dreams, the more you are not going to do them. Do you think that is right, looking at what you just said?
True. The more you talk about your dreams, the less action you put in. Because the moment you talk about your goals, you put them up for opinions, up for ridicule. You're getting, right? Yeah. So you get a lot of other people's opinion, people that are going to pull you down and make you not believe in what you're talking about. Yeah. So I believe the moment you think about something, write it down and start strategize on how you're going to bring it to life, how you're going to work on it.
Yeah.
Little work, little talk, more action.
More action, huh? So what would the 7-year-old Sisco say to you when he look at you right now?
To be honest, I feel the 7-year-old me would actually be proud.
Yeah.
I never thought I would be here, and it's just by the grace of God. Yeah. To that 7-year-old, you made a few mistakes while growing up, and you learned from them, and we're still learning. I'm still growing. To my future Sisco, keep on actualizing, keep on working towards your goals. Don't just sit there. And nobody's coming to your rescue. You get it, right? Yeah. The more you put in actions, the more things start moving.
The more things start moving. What are the moments from your childhood? Is there a moment in your childhood which you treasure most, and the moment where think it was so painful that you wouldn't want any other child to go through?
Okay. The most grateful moment in my childhood that I have was the time I got to spend with my father, who's now left. You know, my father was used to teach people with an iron fist. You get it, right? He'd be tough on us. Not only that, and he actually nurtured me into the person I am today. Not only that, the other moment is spending time with my grandmother, who is also left. There are times we'd sit down and just laugh about things, and she would tell me, Sisco, if you want things to happen, you have to work towards them. She told me a story how my grandfather proposed to her. You know, like, that's how close we are with my grandmother.
I think I have time for that story.
Yeah.
If you can just share at least a tip of it, I want to learn something.
So the story, according to her, my grandfather found her. She was coming from fetching water in the village. Then he would see her. He tried approaching her as well. She kind of rejected him, you know, playing hard to get. Then eventually, according to her, my grandfather had game, so he eventually convinced her and married her.
Hoping you've taken some games from grandpa.
Well,
You're using them.
like I carry the genes, so
It's in the blood.
it's in the blood.
Yeah,
it's there.
I know you're the one actualizing them.
We're working towards them. Eventually, you know, you'll
Yeah.
actually see the woman around very soon.
Can't wait.
So yeah, that's the story about my grandmother. We would joke around it, and she would tell, you know, like there was a time I came with my female friend at home. Then we're just joking. She told her, you know, it's, I don't know, is it censored? She said, I'd shake your buttocles while you still have them. I've grown old. You get it, right?
Say it again. No, just say it again.
She told my female friend, like, shake your buttocles while you still have them.
Shake them.
Because when you grow up, you won't have them.
Yeah.
That's how, that's a humor my grandmother had.
Yeah.
So she would joke around with anybody who would come, and we had great moments together.
Wow. Shake your buttocles while you're still young. I think this is my favorite part of. I think I have to use this for the rest of 2025. No, I think maybe it's just the way I've understood it, because for me, I think there's a lot of message behind that, just away from how literally it is.
Yeah, because the message there is that we keep on growing. You get it, right?
Yeah.
While you still have the opportunity to do certain things, utilize it.
Yeah.
You get it, right?
Yeah.
Let me just bring it now to context. You are still a youth.
Yeah.
This is a big thing that you've started.
Yeah.
You get it, right? This is the starting point of something big. People are gonna know. People are gonna know your name, Bagwada.
Yeah.
One day. You get it, right?
Yeah.
So you have to utilize the energy that you have right now while you still have it.
Yeah.
You get it. So that, shake your buttocles. You know, like this, the body eventually gives up on us.
Yeah.
So while we still have the strength, let's work hard. Wow, you still have looks. You know,
Use
like,
them.
Use them. You
Use
get it,
them,
right?
yeah.
No, because ukakula, as a girl, no guy
Will come to you.
will come to you.
Yeah.
So while you're still young, approach girls. Let guys approach you.
Yeah. Please, we're just talking about one person, huh? We all need to get one, not a lot.
No, not a lot.
Don't overshake them. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, when we remove authoring and non-writing, who is Sisco?
Okay. Sisco is known by many things, I get it, right? When you come to Evelyn Horn student, Sisco is known as the academic secretary who helped a number of students overcome some certain battles. Then when you come to church, Sisco is known as the Adventist youth leader, ambassador leader. Then when you just come generally to pharmacy, because I've grown my brand, I'm also a mentor to a lot of people. To my parents, Sisco Hachilonde is a son to Tandiwe Bumba Milimo and Jameson Hachilonde. So Sisco is a very hardworking young man, very dedicated, and I offer provocative statements, and I would love to make you think.
Yeah.
You get it, right? I'm one person who questions things, why things happen the way they do, and yeah, I'm one person who would make you think. Yeah.
Yeah, so when I look at you,
I'm also an author, by the way. You said away from authorship, but
yeah, but I think let me bring in, when we say is an author, this is what we mean. We are thinking it and we are actualizing it. Oh, this book is available. You can follow him on his Facebook page. It's Sisco Hachilonde. The book is available both soft copy and hard copy. But he will talk more about that later. I just wanted to show you. Some people don't reach the far end of the.
by the way, did you know that the copy you're holding is yours?
Wow!
Yeah?
Wow! Thank you very much.
This is 2025, and I would love you to actualize a lot of things. And I don't know the goals that you've written down. I don't want that to be a wish list.
Yeah.
I would love you to put it into action. So, from my end, this is my New Year gift to you.
Thank you very much, sir. This means so much. It's like you just know, I love reading. I love reading. Me and my group have a group of some guys I also mentor from back home in Dollar. We always make sure we read at least 4 books every 4 months. So 1 book every month. This means so much. This is not just a gift to me, but to them as well. You have given us something to start with. We will really make sure we actualize it and come back to you. And because of this, I'm also making a promise to you. You've started the year. Promise you I'll call you at the end of the year. You will close this meeting. The end of the year, this is my promise to you. And this will keep me going. It's not, when we reach December, you are the one I'm going to close the year with you. I'm sure then you'll be actualized with a lot of things.
True.
This means I'm so emotional right now. Just
it also means a lot actually to host me and be able to share these great ideas to your audience and to my audience. We keep on actualizing and working towards everything. It's not enough to work towards actualizing. I'm a firm believer of God, and we plan and God decides. So even as we start this year, I just pray, may the grace of our Lord Jesus Christ be always with us and keep on leading us until the very end.
Amen. Yes. I wish I had a pen. I want your signature here.
I actually moved it.
Ooh, thank you very much. I need it signed so that tomorrow when I come say, no, this was signed, it was given to me. I need it signed. I need to actually, wow, thank you.
Let me sign it. Would you want me to leave a message for you?
My message, that would be great. I'll be grateful.
Okay.
It's not for me, but for me and my team. Because a lot of people have to go through this book. Don't worry, viewers, I'm going to share the message behind, the message that will be left for us. This is for all. Like we said, the Growth Dad is a podcast for all. Doesn't matter your age, young, youth, or this is for everyone, and this message is for us. So, thank you very much. I'm so emotional right now. You are actualizing both your brand and professional life. I guess that's where I just wanted at least to share some light there. How you balancing between your brand as Sisco, the author, and your work as a pharmacist. I know you're balancing both. And even before the interview, we was talking about balancing life. You're just encouraging me about the importance of learning to multitask as a person. But you as the author and someone working, someone who has to write reports every day, I'm sure from maybe 6, 7 to 18, how do you manage to just work, be effective at work and be effective as a brand?
Okay, can I use the book?
Yes.
There's one, I just want to use one chapter. Time is now. And aligning priorities.
Yeah.
You're getting right?
Yeah.
Aligning priorities. There's a portion I've actually highlighted. When you read the book, you find more. I won't lie, it's very hard to balance between my professional life and just Sisco as a brand. But it comes down to aligning priorities. I try my own means, I list down how I'm going to spend my day. Like before I start my day, I already know at what time I'm going to be at one point, and at what time I'm going to be doing a certain activity without neglecting the growing profession or the
Growing brand.
Sisco Hachilonde. So I try by all means to align priorities and just not neglecting. Sometimes, I always say this, even when it comes to advertising, it's not always that you are going to advertise, but it's about consistency. You're getting right. You keep on posting even though you don't get any likes. You keep on posting even though nobody comments. But what I can just assure you is that there are people that are seeing out there. You're getting. So personally, it hasn't been easy to balance both, because my work also requires my full attention. My brand also requires my full attention. So I just try by all means to align priorities. Even in my busy schedule, I need to keep aside even just 30 minutes just to talk about my book, publish my book, or just encourage somebody out there. Because this book is not just a book to me. You're getting right? It's a movement. Think it, actualize it. It's a movement, because there are a lot of people who are talkers out there. They are talking a lot. But we need more thinkers, and not only is it important to have people just thinking, we need people that are able to work towards actualizing those things. You're getting? People that are doers. You're getting? I've got a friend, he calls himself, he's got a team, they call themselves the achievers. It's hard to be an achiever when you don't work towards actualizing those things. So Sisco, and I think it actualize it, it's a movement, and this year there are a lot of things that have aligned. You mentioned, I think you asked a question, I probably didn't tackle it due to time. Maybe I got so overwhelmed into the emotional part of the goodness that happened during my childhood. But I have some people, friends that I grew up with, that have succumbed to drug abuse, that have succumbed to substance abuse in general. They're smokers. They've ended up being conductors. They've just their future doesn't seem to be the way they wanted to be. You're getting right? When we were growing up, they had these big dreams. You're getting right? These big thoughts of achieving, but I don't know where they missed it. You're getting right? I feel a boy child has been neglected, and this year I've actually taken a measure to campaign for a boy child, to save a boy child, because there are a number of junkies that are increasing with full potential. You're getting right? If we had a number of youths that are doing the right things, that would actually mentor out people out there. I would actually say we don't have a lot of role models. You're getting right? We have little role models out there, and I've taken it upon myself to be a role model to boy children out there. And this year, look out for big events, look out for programs that are going to help a boy child align themselves and be able to become a better person and useful to society out there.
That's very awesome. I don't know if you do follow me, and if you checked my third episode, I think one of my guests then, I think that's what they are working on. I'm sure after the interview, I think we'll give him a call so that you connect. I know you know him, you just don't know that that's what they are working on. Actually, they are doing that as well. He was also sharing about how a boy child has been neglected and how they are just mobilizing a group of them. Hopefully they will remember me. I gave a petition. So they want to work towards that. I'm sure I'll make sure I give you their line so that we talk. I think we need role models. So you're talking about balancing the brand, which is, and you said both your profession and your brand are growing. And when we watch people who've gone before us, a lot of them are telling us to say there come a point in life where you can't balance the two. Then you have to choose one which works for you, whether you continue with your brand or you continue with your profession. But to you, when you look at your life and how you are going, do you feel you reach that point where you have to choose both, or until the end you are going to manage both?
Wow, that's really a tough question. But personally, both my profession and my brand are more like part of me. You get it, right? I'm a pharmacy technologist, and I love what I do. You know, like I find, you know, have you ever done something and you feel more of yourself when you're doing it? Yeah, that's usually how I feel when I'm working as a pharmacy technologist. That's how I feel when I'm pushing my brand, when I'm impacting people. You're getting, right? So to me, I feel like they're part of me, and me leaving a part of me to focus on the other. You know, like I've got a nose, hands. If I were to say I neglect my nose, I should just focus on my hands, it's really gonna be difficult for me. I follow one man. He's probably very known, Mr. Daniel Kabani. He's managed to grow his brand, the DNK group of companies, and just himself as a person. Because the time I knew Elder Kabani was the time I was just working as a fuel attendant. That was somewhere 2018. His brand hadn't grown that much.
The way it is right
the way
now,
it is. I knew him from church. You'd come and do week of prayers and just preach. And I would actually say he still maintains both. He's a preacher at church, and when he's also a public speaker out there. Both his brand and himself, I feel they are part of him, and he can't neglect. So those are my mentors. Look at the likes of Dumisani. Dumisani has managed to grow a brand. They think it's, I mean, Africa must think, and he's managed to grow himself. There are likes of Mr. Rosia Siatwambo. They've also managed to grow their brand of Great North Academy. You're getting, right? There's Twalumba.
Now they've started the foundation, which is also
aligns to
what you're just talking about.
I hope I can get an opportunity to meet with Dr. Rosia Satwambo and just see on how we can be able to work around saving a boy child. I had the chat, I had the privilege of meeting the CEO of Zanaco, where we had a comprehensive talk pertaining the same, how we can be able to help out the society out there. And I'm yet to write a letter to Zanaco and see how we can be able to partner and make a difference in Zambia. Because, you know, I come from Chilenge. Junkies are people that we meet around. And those junkies are friends that we grew up with. You know, they almost even attacked me one night when I was coming from work. I was walking. But when they realized it was me, they're like, Sisco, they even escorted me home. You're getting, right? So when I was talking to the CEO of Zanaco, she told me, don't think Chilenge, think Zambia. Because Chilenge is not the only place which is affected. So I can't wait to make a difference with these great minds out there.
I'm sure you already making a lot of difference, because every time I check, you are one of the few people I always check out, people who motivate me, you know. I always check out what you post, what you're doing, and I'm always grateful every time you comment, because every time I post something and you comment, it is always inspiring and it always keeps me going. For that, I'm very grateful.
No,
I never stop. You know, like you said, there's always someone watching. We may not comment, you know. Sometimes it's a situation where you're just busy, like, that's my guy, you pass. But we are always watching.
True, and usually when big decisions about you are being mentioned, you are never in the way. You get it, right? It is your works that speak for you. You get it. So if you keep on showing your works out there, big people are watching, and usually they're the ones that tend to recommend. You get it, right? The moment you reached out to me to be featured on this podcast, I thought it's an opportunity for both audiences, my audience and your audience, to get in touch with something great. So I believe this podcast has not just impacted my audience. I'm sure it's also going to impact your audience. Keep on showing your work, and I'm also small. You get? I'm not yet there. You getting? So let's just keep on encouraging one another. One day we'll become who we want to become. Yes.
Yeah. That's really awesome. I'm saying it again. This year, let's not just think. Let's just not be thinkers. Let's be actualizers. Even the Bible says, work without faith is nothing. So if you are first to say no, things are going to happen for you, you are going to make it, you have achieved, you've written goals, it's not going to happen. Let me just share something because we are talking of actualizing it. The idea of this podcast came to me in 2020, and actually I started in 2020. There are even some few videos when you check and on my YouTube channel. It was called A Class with Bagwada. I was all alone because then people can come to me and just growing up, starting the fear of approaching people. I wanted to continue, but at some point I had to give up because I felt no one was watching, no one was recommending, and I went quite like that. Imagine from 2020 until 2024 when I really, I saw people like you starting, and it's so encouraging when you see people your age are living their dreams and you just see yours going to waste. So I was like, let me just start. Doesn't matter who sees me, doesn't matter who doesn't. I'm just going to actualize my dreams. Thank you for the likes, because you guys inspired us. So they were just, in school, you had written this book while you're still a student.
Yes.
It was so inspiring, So they were the people who just made me know that I have to start. Yeah, I had to make a decision between me, my brand, but I guess it's going very well. And now I'm meeting people like you, and I know this is, like you said, the more I interact with people, the more I'm growing. It's an opportunity for everyone. So this year, let's not just be thinkers, let's be actualizing. And remember what he said, a grandma said, while you are still young, shake your buttocks. If you're a man, shake your muscles while you are still young.
Sure, shake your muscles.
Shake them. Use it, use the energy. Mr. Hachilonde, just, you're talking about balancing and actualizing it. What are your last words? Your last word to the viewers, and your message for this new year, and how they can reach you, and if you can finally talk about the book.
Okay.
Yeah.
In the few moments, if you can see it in your head, you can have it in your hands. Think it, actualize it. It's not enough to have ideas you can write down. That will be just a wish list. And if you need help and guidance, because in this book there are real life experiences of myself and the people that I interviewed, you can reach out to me on 0971 450465, 0971 450465, and also you can follow me on Facebook, Sisco Hachilonde. I love emphasizing Sisco Hachilonde. It's a Tonga surname, and you need energy to say it. But let's interact and let's work towards actualizing those things. Lastly, remember your God in whatever you do. Thank you.
Yeah, remember how everything, we're starting the new year, and since Mr. Hachilonde has given you a scripture, let me also add something. When we read the Bible from the book of Proverbs, chapter 16, verse 3, it says, commit all your actions unto the Lord, and he shall establish them. So while you're starting this new year, remember to pray about all your goals, all your dreams, and only God can make it. The Bible says it doesn't matter how far the builder has built. If you are building without God, you are building in vain. Or you are building your brand, your business, your work, your school, your marriage, your relationship, everything. Remember to involve God at every step of your life. And welcome to 2025. This has been the first episode of this year, and Mr. Hachilonde will close this year because this is a promise I've made to him. And if you just want to get this book and you can't reach him, you can reach to me, and I'll give you all information about him and where you can find him. And the book is also available for soft copy and hard copy.
You can actually find it on Zambian Arts Publishers, the soft copy.
And how much are the price for the book? So we never even talked about
the hard copies are going for 150. They're very affordable.
Yeah.
Then the soft copy, they are going for 45 kwacha.
Just 45 kwacha, and you have this book. And if you want soft copy, you have it. And if you go through me, I'll make sure I also add a signature. In fact, to make it better, if you go through me, I'll add up something for you to get this book so that we go halfway. Because I've been gifted, I also should gift others. I've been your host, Ivan Mapeva Gwada, and Happy New Year to you. let's actualize our dream in this year 2025.